Good morning, God Community. This is RJ. It is Sunday, so it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. All right. I hope everybody had a fantastic time at the National. If you went, and I hope you all, rest of us, had a fantastic time watching all the content coming out of the National and all of the fun reports we got, all the awesomeness. It was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoyed. I didn't go to the National, but I'm saying I just really enjoyed watching all the content and seeing what everybody was doing out there. That was a lot of fun. Gets you excited to go for next year. I know I'm probably not going to go next year simply because I have a larger vacation plan that's going to take up a lot of money. So that's probably not going to happen next year for me. But hopefully for the following year, I'll be able to get out there. So anyway, we're here to talk about some great trivia and give away some awesome prizes, aren't we? So let's get to that. What do you say? So today's let's start with Monday's question. Monday's question. On this day in baseball history, I think it was August the 4th, this man becomes the first player in Major League history to have a base hit with two different teams in two different cities on the same day. Name him. Great accomplishment? The answer, most people knew, was a man named Joel Youngblood. Here is his card. This is from 2010. From 2010 2010 Topps Update, an insert set called More Tales of the Game in the base release in 2010. And the regular Topps, they put out a card set called Tales of the Game, and this was in the update set. Card number 1 of this insert update talks about what he did August the 8th, 1982. Is when it happened. August. I'm reading and saying it wrong. I gotta wake up. August the 4th, 1982. This happened for Joel Youngblood. He was a decent player. He had a decent career and was a quality player for a while. That was the answer. What you're playing for, 3 awesome Hall of Fame cards, a 93 Bowman, Lee Smith, 2012 Panini Triple Play Roy Halladay, and a Conlon Collection Ed Walsh. That's what you're playing for. The individuals up here on the screen are kind enough to throw out a guess. Everybody's a regular. Lisa Z's name remains on my list this calendar year. Lisa was a great supporter of my channel, as well as pretty much everybody in the card community. She watched a lot of content, but she passed away very early this calendar year. And my way of honoring her is just to leave her name on the list for this year. Her box is not checked, so her name does not appear on the wheel. Everybody else is a regular. I very much appreciate y'all stopping by to throw out a guess on my contest. I will shuffle once and spin. You must hit 3 times on my spins in order to win. I do that for 2 reasons. One is because I have not so many people entering my contest, so I have that ability. And the second is because I always hate it when I'm in a contest and there's a big wheel with a lot of names and they spin once and that's it. But you have to do that when you have a large number channel. I'll harken back to Hobbypalooza just this past couple weeks, where John 3D80's kid had put all the names on the wheels, like 700 names. There's no way you're going to spin until you hit 3 times with 700 names. You got to do one and done. But I do it this way because I can, and I enjoy it. So we were spun once. We will spin. Good luck to everybody on that one. So I got an interesting little Facebook Marketplace purchase recently, and it's going to be the subject of all 3 days of my random baseball item of the day this coming week. It's not an unknown collectible. I think most of you out there who are sports or baseball enthusiasts are aware of this particular item, and it's been a regular release for many years in the hobby. It's an annual release. It's just that I never bothered to acquire any of them, mostly because they take up a little bit of space, and then I'm a Mike Schmidt collector, so I have no desire to get items honoring other individuals. It's just not in my thought process. Is that 3 already? Wow. 3 for the guys up north. Shout out to the Shaw family. You guys can fight over who gets which card, Give the holiday to AJ. No, give the holiday to Jeff. Give the holiday to Dad. Let AJ and RJ, or AJ and RJ. Let AJ and JR fight over the other 2 quality cards, all right? So that was Monday's question. On Wednesday we asked, this day in baseball history, August the 6th, 1981, Major League Baseball owners make the decision that the 1981 season would be played as a split season. Or I should say this. The Major League Baseball, I already gave it away, but the Major League Baseball owners said that there was a strike this year, and the owners decided that there would be a split season. The winners at the date of the strike were set. Whoever was in the lead became the winner of that half of the season, and then whoever ended up with the best record at the end of the second half of the season would play in a divisional format to decide who got to go to the AL and NL championship seasons. And I said, in what year did that happen? The answer, 1981, a year to remember. This is a 1988 score Magic Motion trivia. Actually, you should say this is a 1989 score Magic Motion trivia card that talks about 1981 and strike splits up season. Player strike for 50 days creates a split season, yada, yada, yada. So that was the answer to the question. What you're playing for, again, 3 awesome Hall of Fame cards. You have a 2022 Allen and Ginter, Ivan Rodriguez, 2013 Panini Cooperstown of Willie Stargell. Loving the facial hair on that one. And a Conlon collection of Carl Hubbell, the meal ticket, they called him. Look on the back, you'll see his moniker, King Carl, or the meal ticket. So that's what you're playing for. Again, let me click over to Wednesday. The images up here on the screen, the names up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. I will remove Shaw. You can only win once a week on my channel, so the Canucks are out. Everybody else up on the screen is regular. Thank you for showing up. We will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. So yeah, it's a collectible everybody's aware of. I'm not sure how many people collect, but I picked up 3 of them in one purchase because somebody was selling them, and I was like, oh, it'd be great to have. So I snagged a couple, and it made me think maybe I should go after the whole series. They've been producing these for a number of years now, and they're not obscenely expensive, but it will cost me it's well under $100 to buy one. It's just a matter of whether I want to spend my hobby dollars in that venue or go after something else. I don't know, but it sure as heck was a cool item to acquire, and I'll be showing those off this coming week during my random baseball item showcase. So check back and see that little teaser for y'all. I do have some really cool things to show off. I'm always looking for unique purchases, and one of the things I recently found was a final set I needed from a set run. I have shown off before in the past what I call a set of sets, where I have, one company produced a certain type of set for a number of years and then suddenly stopped producing those sets, and now that company is no longer producing that product. But for a while, that's 3 I know for Michael Pusatier. Pusatier, I asked him once how to pronounce it. He told me Mike Pusatier. So Mike, congrats to you, sir. Mike's a fairly new watcher of my channel, but this is his second win. You'll be getting these 3 awesome cards, sir. Congrats to you. And we go on to Friday. Friday's question. On this date in baseball history, sorry, I knocked the camera. Sorry about that. Hope you guys didn't get dizzy there. On this day in baseball history, August the 8th, 1980. I should say what year it was. The year was the question. On this date in baseball history, August the 8th, night baseball finally comes to Wrigley Field. What year did that happen? And the answer, 1988. This is a card from 1989 score, a highlight card honoring the first night game. And you read on the back, it basically says the first game ever played was scheduled for Monday, August the 8th, but it failed because it rained out. And actually, the actual first game happened a little later. But it started on August the 8th, 1988, but it didn't actually end and become official that day. So it happened the next day between the Cubs and Mets on August the 9th that the official game happened. But night baseball came to Wrigley Field August the 8th, 1988. This is a 1989 score highlight card honoring the event. What you're playing for? Again, 3 awesome Hall of Fame cards. 1993 Cal Ripken. Absolute, Panini Absolute from 2021. Yeah, Gil Hodges. This is the green foil parallel version. And then a Conlon card collection of Jocko Conlon, who is a Hall of Fame umpire. Hall of Fame 1974. Hall of Fame umpire. And it's hard if you're a Hall of Fame collector to find cards of umpires, but there you go. So that's what you're playing for. Again, the individuals up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. The Shaw family did not throw out a guess on this one. But Mike, you are out on this one, so you can only win once a week on my channel. Everybody else is golden. Shuffle once, spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. So, yeah, so like there's sets out there where somebody had issued a set multiple years and then stopped, or that was the end of their run. Well, I try to collect all those sets. I want to have the entire run of sets of that manufacturer or something like that. So I actually finally picked up the last set I needed in that kind of a thought process for was one manufacturer in the late 80s, early 90s. I finally got the final set issued by this company, and I'm very thrilled about that because it's I don't want to spoil it all for you, but you'll hear about it in the video. This is actually Monday's release, and it's the kind of thing I very much am a huge fan of. Let's just put it that way. So I hope to see you all on Monday's video. I'm very much enjoying right now the Phillies. Phillies are down in Texas. Shout out to Mike over at Baseball Collector. Sorry, my Phillies are beating up on you guys. Well, sorry, not sorry. It's fun to hope that this might be the Phillies' year. They got themselves a legit closer, something they haven't had in nearly 10 years. Is that three in a row right there for Alan over Boston fan? Congrats to you, sir, Alan. You'll be getting these 3 awesome cards. That's all I have for you today. That's my trivia recap. Again, 3 more great videos coming out next week, like always, with more prizes and trivia to give away. So come back. I hope to see you there. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody else in this great card media, right? Again, hope to see you all this week. Have a great rest of your week. Keep enjoying those great national recap videos, whether you like it or not, because they're fantastic. I really do appreciate them all. So anyway, have a great rest of your week. Take care.